Hello my lovelies, today I'm going to show you how to get this festive and glam and really easy to recreate makeup look. Now originally I wanted to go a totally different path. I wanted those warm tones like browns and oranges and bronzy shades, but everybody and their mother is doing that this month, especially with the new launches from Too Faced and now from Morphe. So I went a totally different path, sort of went for this villainous type of look using matte shadows and dark colors and cool tones. So if you want to find out how to get this look, keep on watching. I did the face and eyebrow makeup beforehand because quite frankly that's the boring part, and I use the same technique and products every single time. But if you want to know how I achieved that, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you with a separate tutorial as soon as I can. When you're doing a party makeup, it's mandatory that you use an eye primer, which will help your makeup last all night. I am applying mine using my finger and then I'm setting it using a loose powder. Normally I would just use a beige or a pink eyeshadow, but since I'm only using the Storm palette from Sleek, I don't really have any light matte shades to work with. The palette only has 3 matte shades and I'll be using the lightest one, which is Calm Before the Storm, as a transition shade, and I'll be applying it with a fluffy blending brush all over the crease. Next step is to apply a black cream eyeshadow all over the lid, but since I don't have one of those, I'll just use the gel eyeliner from e.l.f, which I feel doesn't perform as well as an eyeliner because it smudges quite easily, but it will do perfectly as our base. To avoid making any mistakes, I suggest you set your makeup first before you move on to the other eye. I used the color Blackout and pat it all over the lid, and then I smudged the outer corners a bit so they don't look so sharp. Using a more tapered blending brush, you take the same black eyeshadow and define the eye a bit more. Using the same cream eyeshadow, you are going to line your lower lash line and then blend it out a bit so it doesn't look so precise. To get a smoother transition, we are going to take Eye of the Storm, which is the third matte color of the palette, and we're just going to use it to blend around the edges of our makeup. You might be wondering why I'm only using the matte shades when I have such a lovely shimmery palette. Well, this is where the fun actually starts. For a more luminous look, we are going to take Snowstorm and apply it all over the brow bone, and then take Perfect Storm and apply it in the inner corners of the eye and a bit on the lower lash line. This makeup isn't complete without false eyelashes or a touch of mascara, but I am currently wearing my lash extensions, so that would just be overkill. But if you need help in applying your falsies, I have a separate tutorial on that, which I will link below. You will, however, be needing some contour. I am using a cool tone of brown and I'll be sculpting those cheeks because after all, on New Year's Eve, you need some of that Benedict Cumberbatch realness. I recommend you don't go overboard with the blush for this look. I am just using the lightest shade that I own and I'm lightly dusting it all over my cheeks. For highlighter, however, if the people around you aren't wearing sunglasses in your presence, then you are not wearing enough. The focus for this makeup is on the eyes and not the lips, so I suggest that you get a muted shade of nude. And also I would recommend you use a matte lipstick, because really, who is going to reapply lipstick on New Year's Eve? This was all for this look, and all the products that I used will be listed in the description below in the order that they were used. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you enjoyed my video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel so you'll be the first one to know when I upload a new one. I love you guys and see you in 2017.